this is Wendy with Next Level Board Games, and I am about to unbox this new expansion for the Quacks of Quedlinburg. I do actually have the first expansion, which was the Herb Witches, and unfortunately, because it fit nice and tidily into the original game, I got rid of that box, because as you can see behind me, I only have so much room for games, and sometimes the expansion box get knocked out. So today we're going to actually bust into this box and find out what's included with the newest expansion, the Alchemists. So quickly, I wanted to show you some of the expansion from the Herb Witches expansion, which was the first expansion to the Quacks of Quedlinburg. And so that one came with this black pot. It also came with the exploding pots, or the extra pots where you can move more chips into if you are that good. That takes a long time to get to. It included the Lockweed, which is a new chip, and it also included 3 different types of witches, obviously the Herb Witches, that you would pull out and play in each game. So each one, you can see, has a color-coordinated coin that matches with it, and each player gets one of these at the beginning of each game. There are several of these, and you randomize these at the beginning of each game, making the game unique. This expansion, I feel like, added a lot to the game. It added more chips, it added bigger chips. What I didn't include in here was bigger pumpkin chips and some other things. It was very exciting. Also, some new rules for different types of chips. So, having said that, let's open up the newest expansion, the Alchemists. You can see that, hopefully. This one I haven't read a whole lot about, but it looks very fun, and I'm hoping it adds some things that the other expansion did in a way that makes the game better. Sometimes you get an expansion, it can be disappointing because it either makes it too complicated or adds something that ends up really taking away from the game. But because they did the first expansion so well, I'm going to hope they're going to do the same at this one. So, without further ado, if I can get a fingernail here, there we go. Let's see what this looks like. I noticed when I looked on the back that you can see that there is actually expansion for the same black pot. So this is assuming that you have the first expansion and it has enough cards, it looks like, for that player. So let's see. Oh, lots of new cards. Okay, so these are the cards that you read at the beginning of each round, and that can potentially change the game. Sometimes you get fun stuff like pull out 4 or 5 chips and decide if you want to keep them or not. That one's always fun, because if you start off really bad, you can just ditch those. We like those. Oh, there's quite a few of these. Wow, new symbols? I don't know what those mean yet. I guess we'll have to find out. But these have the witch's back, so this is almost going to double the stack I have of these cards for when you start your game. That's pretty cool. No idea what these are. Wow, these look like little side quests, maybe? We'll have to figure it out, but they look slightly more complicated. Hopefully not too complicated for our crew. There's that. Let's see, new little trackers for each color of your board game, your pot, including, like I mentioned before, the black, which was new. That black board and the black pot came inside of the Herb Witches expansion. So that's those. Those are very cool. The little, looks like we're going to make some new creations. Another little rule book. So just like the Herb Witches one that I had a second ago, little rule book that's going to explain how the expansion plays, which it looks a little bit complicated, but probably nothing we can't handle. I'm kind of excited about that. Ah, our favorite thing, punching out tokens. These look very cool. So that's pretty cool. Look at that. Let's see here. The colors on these are it's brilliant. I mean, it's very bright. They look really nice. Really, really like the color. And I'm gonna guess, let me see if I can grab my pot back. Maybe these fit at the top of our pot? Let's see here. Kind of got a mess going here. Ignore the mess. Let's see if this would fit. Wrong pot, but yes, it does. Okay, so that's where that's gonna go. Obviously. Of course, if I had the matching one, it would look even cooler. Let's see if I can find the black one. It's probably gonna be, nope, not on the bottom. Ooh, look at the yellow. The yellow looks very pretty as well. I really like the colors in here. They seem a little bit brighter. Like if you look in this pot, it's the black one, but yet it's a little hard to see. But these colors look very cool. So here is the black one so that it matches. That is really cool. Super cool. What else goes with that? Let's see what we got. Looks like we have people. I don't know what these are going to do. Forgetfulness. I don't know how we're going to, I don't know how you get these. Where would this fit? I don't know if these get randomly assigned. I'm going to have to find out. I'm not sure where they fit. They have a notch, but they must fit somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where. Can't wait to find out. But you can see there's all kinds of new stuff. New player cards. Different parts of the phase. These might be similar to the witches cards, which affect, which affect the different phases, and those you get to use one time. I'm not sure how often you'll get to use these, to be honest, but we will find out. Blue, and then the yellow. So there's that. Some more of these. More people. I see there's more lockweed. I have a feeling there's a new use for the lockweed, which if you played the Herb Witches expansion when we played, we don't always use them as often as I think we could. I'm not exactly sure why. We just haven't used them a ton. There's the last one of those. But I suspect that with the new expansion, we're going to use that more. So here's a couple new boards for the lockweed, which is going to give them more reason to, give us more reason to use them, right? And so like the other ones, in the expansions and on the original game, you would have little bookmarks down here to tell you which ones went together. So like go all the way from like 1 to 6, and that would be the chapter that you would use those in. So you would know which sides of the cards to use. These do not have that. So I'm going to guess they're always part of the game, maybe one side or the other. I'm not sure which. One of the cool things that we do when we start the Quacks game is we actually take a D6 and just roll it, and that's how we decide which version of the game we're going to play, because with the expansion there's all the way up to 6. This, I'm not sure how we'll incorporate this, but I guess we will find out. Can't wait to find out and put that in my next blog review. Anyway, that is the unboxing of the most recent expansion for the Quacks of Quedlinburg. This is the Alchemists, which looks like this. Just recently came out. And comes with all these pieces and a bunch that I did not pop out, which you can see over here. I also see a bunch more cherry bombs. I'm not as excited about those as I am the lockweed, to be honest with you. Much more excited about the lockweed and the new cards for when you start your each round. I'm super excited to have like basically almost double of those. I'm excited to incorporate those into our games. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.